Well, the Senate is on track to approve legislation that would protect LGBTQ+ and interracial marriage in federal law. While the bill still needs to pass both chambers of Congress, our Michael Sandlin spoke to local advocates who say these early results are a step forward.
In the months following the repeal of Roe v. Wade, Equality Toledo Vice Chair Scott Henshaw says there was serious concern in the local LGBTQ community.
And they felt that the next step was going to be their unions becoming either taken down, taken apart, or the ability to do so being stripped away.
Henshaw says he even saw some of his same-sex friends get married early just to ensure that they couldn't lose the ability down the line. And with some in the federal government actively working to ensure that outcome, UT Gender and Women's Studies Chair Sharon Barnes says this legislation couldn't have come at a better time.
We need to have human rights enshrined in our laws, and we need to be as expansive and inclusive in our thinking.
And Barnes says it seems more Americans have become more open-minded to the issue. Not only is the legislation supported by every Democrat in the Senate, 12 Republicans also say they plan to move the bill forward.
A group of bipartisan senators saying, yeah, we really see our LGBTQIA plus constituents and we really care that they're safe. I think that's a good sign.
But even if passed in the Senate, the legislation becoming law isn't set in stone. It will still need to be voted on in the House, and it's unclear if it'll make it into the current Democratic-controlled House or be seen by next year's Republican majority. Regardless, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur says her vote is already locked in, writing, quote, "With the Senate's bipartisan passage of the Respect for Marriage Act, our nation is taking an important step forward to protect the rights and freedoms of millions of Americans and their families. When the legislation comes before the House, I will strongly support it." However, Henshaw says even if marriage equality is codified, the fight for true LGBTQ equality in the Buckeye State is still far from over.
Or we have House bills in the state of Ohio. We have, the Ohio State School Board introducing resolutions that inhibit trans students as well as non-binary students. So this is just one step forward. We have so many more to go.
Reporting in Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.